Let's take a look at some more awesome finishers in Jedi Fallen Order that you might not know about. Plus, I want to touch on some fun things and secrets as well. A like on the video would of course be super appreciated. And let's go. Let's start with the creature. You likely already noticed on Bogano, right? You can already see it the first time you visit the planet. You will actually see it in a cutscene too. And he or she will just be chilling there in the background. We sadly cannot reach the beast, but there are some cool interactions. Like if you go to the area where you get the wall run ability that is over here on the map, we can look up too, and then you see this Binnock looking down. Yes, he totally got the high ground, but does look friendly. Like the first time I saw him, I was like, I want to fight this creature. Would have been such an awesome combat encounter. But on the other hand, maybe it's better like this. Because the databank entry namely notes that there are a few Binnocks left in the galaxy. They live for thousands of years though, but only breed once per lifetime. And you can get this entry by scanning the creature, so that is on top here, so that's very close to the Binnock. It's close to that tripwire if you already unlocked that ability, like near the elevator. But even if you do not have that ability yet, then you can still get up here, like climb from the side all the way up. And then you want to stand close to the sort of camping chair. At one point I jumped on it, and then from the looks of it I triggered an animation where the Binnock would turn around and then BD1 could scan it. So pretty cool and easy to miss for sure. Good to note is that I could only make this work when replaying the game, because if you return to Bogano after you finish the main story, then the Binnock will still be there, but just way further in the distance. So then I don't think that you can scan it, and then it will not look down as well. So I think you can only do this before you finished one of the main story missions that has you return to Bogano. And if you finish the game, then you know what I'm talking about, right? But yeah, when then replaying the game, you can already do it the first time you get to Bogano, so really 30 minutes into the game. There is a cool tactic that lets you use your lightsaber underwater, but first I want to touch on more cool finishers that you might not know about. In a previous video, we already looked at the awesome one you can use against an attack that looks pretty cool and is very powerful, so you can instantly take it out. And many of you reached out to me also in the comments under that recent video with a cool finisher for the spider that we find on Kashyyyk. If you namely parry the attack where the YE shock will try to hit you with like two long arms, then you will jump onto the creature and finish it off instantly. Looks pretty cool and is pretty powerful for sure. Sometimes the finisher is bugged though, sadly, that you like move through the spider, but it's still a very cool move. At one point in the main story, we will get hunted by bounty hunters, and there are cool finishers for those enemies too. For the bounty droids, you can slice them to pieces, and I think this one triggers if your last attack is a regular one, so then you slice off the hands and then the body. You also have the jetpack enemies, the bounty hunters, and you can actually take out their jetpacks. So how I do it is force pull them, and then when they are close, I start slashing. And if your final slash hits the enemy, you do this very awesome finisher. And there is actually another one that you can do on the commando enemies without the jetpack, and it seems to trigger the same way as for the bounty droids, by just having your final hit be a regular lightsaber attack, not a skill. And oh man, it looks insane. We're actually slicing off the arm from this bounty hunter, but only the robot arm. We can of course not do any body dismemberment in this game, so this is the closest we get. But yeah, I really love this finisher, and I actually did not trigger this before, as far as I can remember. This footage is from Dubs Gaming on YouTube, and I will leave a link to this video in the video description for if you want to see it for yourself. Still want to do a big video on the bounty hunters, by the way, and the many locations that you can encounter them, so keep it locked for that. A funny little tactic you can do, by the way, is use your lightsaber underwater, and I think you see a little bit more underwater with this tactic. So I tried this over here on the map in Kashyyyk. So that's the location where we need to go to when we return to this planet for the second time for the story. And it's pretty easy to do. So close to the meditate point, you want to do the switch attack. So that's one of the later skills you unlock, and it lets you do a combo where you switch between the two lightsaber options. So the idea is that you want to do this combo and then fall into the water. So do it close to the water, so that when you fall into the water, the animation is still going. So then the lightsaber does not disappear and you can keep using it. It will disappear though, no matter what, after a short while, but you can still use it to swim and explore and maybe try and find some of the chests that you missed the first time around. Subscribe for way more Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order videos. I said it in my previous video too, that we should have news about a new patch for the game this week. I will keep you up to date here on the channel and have some other cool videos coming your way. Like the video to support the channel and totally check out my previous Star Wars video on some outfits that almost made it into the game and look very awesome. For now, I will speak to you next time and goodbye.